Douglas Bickford, 26 February 2021. From Dr. Susanna McMahon. Her doctorate is in psychology. She wrote a book called The Portable Therapist, and I am been going through this book. Okay. What is self-esteem? This translates: loving yourself, respecting yourself, putting yourself first, as in meeting your own needs. Self-esteem is a placement of yourself in a very high regard. This means that you not only love yourself, but that you act lovingly toward yourself at all times. The best and the simplest way to think of having self-esteem is to imagine that you love someone very much, that you're always pleased to see them and talk to them, that spending time with this person is what you want to do most, that you think of them lovingly and do the things to please them. Do the same thing to yourself. Treat yourself like you would somebody that, like a significant other that you want them to know, love you. Do the same thing to you, yourself, that you would do that person. That's what self-esteem is. Okay. Does self-esteem mean selfish? Literally, yes. But only if selfish is defined as taking care of the self, or selfish. The dictionary definition of selfish is being too much concerned with one's own welfare. Too much has been emphasized because generally we accept selfish as being in any way concerned with one's welfare. Our Western model has taught us that selfish is a terrible concept, and in many ways seems to have confused the idea of being selfish with that of being self-centered. Self-centered is defined as stationary or unmoving, a center about which other things move, occupied or concerned only with one's own affairs, egocentric. What is the difference between selfish and self-centered? Selfish, in the self-esteem sense, involves your own relationship with yourself. The self is not the center with others moving around it. No one else is required to perceive the self as the center of anything. Selfish is a one-man or one-woman show. The focus is simply taking care of yourself. We can stop trying to be the sun with others revolving around us, and be content to be stars shining by ourselves. That's a good analogy, right? So be the star, folks. Shine by yourselves. You don't need to be the sun, right? No other concept seems to cause as much argument and be so difficult to accept. It would seem that no other concept has been so well ingrained into the very nature of our beings than this idea that it is evil to be selfish. It's not evil, folks. That's what we've been taught. Okay? And it's hard to break that, because that's what they do to us through all the outlets, which I just described in the last chapter. Teachers, churches, your parents, The great paradox here is that people that we refer to as selfish, the ones we believe are too much concerned with their own welfare, the narcissists of the world, are some of the most insecure, and self-centered people around. These people have no self-esteem and are unable to take care of their own needs or love themselves. They spend their time focusing on how to control others and to be the center of their environments. Donald Trump. Their energies are on the externals, and they're devastated when others finally leave them. These so-called selfish ones are the epitome of the weak ego and exact opposite of selfish, self-esteemed ones. In order to love ourselves, we must know ourselves. In order to fulfill our own needs and wants, we must first know what we need and want. How can we do these things if we do not focus attention on ourselves? Be selfish. Take care of your precious self. No one else can, not in the way that you want or need. Powerful chapter, folks. It's all true, okay? This is from a woman that has a degree in psychology, folks. She's a doctor. This book is focusing on self-esteem, okay? There's millions and millions and millions, I'll say billions of people walking around in a daze, no self-esteem, no self-worth, trying to buy, trying to get the happy feeling, okay? Okay, here's an example. You go out, you want something really bad, right? And you got a credit card, and it's like, 29% interest, but you go ahead and buy that, whatever it is, whether it costs $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, you put it on a credit card, right? To make whatever it is you're buying, I don't care what it is. It makes you feel good to buy it, right? But you buy the thing, you use it, whatever. What if it, like a treadmill, right? So you buy this treadmill I'll just use that as an example. And you put it in your living room, and then you use it for the first 2 or 3, 4 weeks, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, right? And you got this $2,000 or $3,000 bill on your credit card. Then you get tired of the thing. It doesn't make you happy anymore. Okay, but then you got that on your credit card, right? Then you feel guilty because you're paying like 29% interest. Your payment on $3,000, minimum payment is like $40, right? The the minimum payment's that. The max to pay the thing off, you don't have the $3,000, and you don't have the money to make the big payment so you can pay the thing off. So you're stuck with a $3,000 bill on your credit card, which makes you feel guilty for $40 a month, and then the thing didn't make you happy in the first place because it just sits there, you don't even use it. That's just one example of how we've been trained to buy something externally, like that treadmill, because you were thinking, when you bought it, you were thinking, oh, I'm going to get healthy, I'm going to start running, jogging on my treadmill, right? Then you got the credit card debt, because most people don't have $2,000 or $3,000 laying around. So then the bank gets all the interest, and you just keep paying on that thing. It takes 11 years to pay it off at minimum payment. I know that for a fact, because I did all this stuff before. Anyway, Douglas Bickford will have more later for all you out there. You all have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.